Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. My name is DB333. I can't speak very well right now. I don't know why. But anyway, welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, The New Order Last Days of Europe as Tomsk. And on the last video, our dear president sadly passed away. And right now we're doing elections. We're also trying again to pass a military bill. But that'll come in time, hopefully. Right now, we got... trying to figure this out. I'm waiting to get more PP, which, this event is going to give me 50. So I should be able to improve stuff twice. So that'll be great. Hopefully, that'll work out. Tomsk and Buryatia are still going at it. They've made their votes. Now the gymnasiums follow suit. It's not just the associations that are able to vote, but be educated too. All educated citizens of Tomsk are given the right to a single vote and can choose who they think should be president. There's my timer. They are allowed to vote only in special jurisdictions of the cities and towns, and only at certain times a day. While the process has been criticized, it still provides stability and security for all elections and republic. Some may say everyone should be able to vote, not just the educated, but for now, a safe election is all that is important. Change can wait until the next party in power decides how to run the elections. Okay, so it's not quite a true democracy. It's more of an idyllic democracy. Like a... maybe not idyllic is the best word. Best large support, come on. Fuck, we are one vote away. One vote away, guys. Come on. Come on, we can do this. I hope we can, at least. I don't want to lose another 25 political power. That would suck. And we'll get the new chairman. We'll see what happens there, I guess. District map. Collapse of triumvirate. Could have saw that coming, honestly. Come on, please. Okay, the gymnasiums follow suit. We get some stability. With that, we get the new chairman. The results are in, and a new president has finally been chosen. After weeks of campaigning and speeches, a new face can finally Tomsk into the future. A new agenda and constitution have been chosen. It's finally time for the people to be led onto a new path. Tomsk can finally move on from a provisional government to a legitimate one. The future looks bright for our democracy and for Russia. A new republic has risen, one that can come forward as a representative and protector for all who yearn for freedom and democracy. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go and start that. And come on, please. I'm waiting for any event that can give us some PP. Alright, we got some new tech. Let's get those AK-47s going. Beautiful. It's a great gun right there. Anything? Okay, I didn't want to do this. PP 40. Can we do this now? I don't think we can. Wait, we did. There we go. Okay. Military program proposed. Just passed. Oh no. Italy versus Yugoslavia. Oh, Bosnia's a thing. Okay. Heavily associated state. Interesting. Military expansion. Okay, let's get working on building up some arms factories. Because our industry is not the best, and we could use some more factories. Victory for the humanists. In the working class districts of Tomsk and in some of the most refined cafes and tea houses, supporters of the humanist society followed the radios with bated breath. When Dmitry Shostakovich's victory in the presidential election was announced, many wept. Through the years of the anarchy and during the slow and painful collapse of the Central Siberian Republic, others lost faith in the decency, the inherent goodness of each Russian citizen, not the humanist. Throughout the celebration, workers gathered around public speakers, listening to the Humanist Salon's manifesto. The party's activists loudly rejected Marxist socialism, as well as disorganized anarchy. A new modern choir of democratic voices would rise, directed by the government as maestro. To the citizens, the nation would bestow help, would try to limit the excesses of industrial work, and would ensure education and health in good times as well as in bad times. In return, the nation would expect effort from its children, a new culture of political assemblies, a willingness to dare and to improve the world around them, and a steely determination to join the army of citizens, soldier that would march out onto fields of Central Siberia. In his apartments, Dmitry Shostakovich celebrated with friends and family. The following years would not be easy, but from Pasternak's frail shoulders onto Shostakovich's own failing body, the burden of a state would be carried. The Republic would endure. A new era for the workers. And our color changes, which is neat. I like that. Victory for the Humanist Association. Let me look at all this neat stuff. Free culture. Okay, yeah. Victory for the Humanist Association. The people have cast their vote, and the elections have decided the results. The humanists under Dmitry Shostakovich has acquired the popular mandate to change the constitution of the Republic, an organization vowing to preserve and extend the direct democratic elements of the last government. They also promise a period of growth and prosperity and to free the factories and laborers from under the yoke of repressive laws. Time can only tell whether Shostakovich and the humanists can rise to the challenge, but the whole Republic watches, and arms bear their flag aloft in the streets. To celebrate, the famed composer himself has invited the people to witness the performance of his most beloved work, the Jazz Suite. For day and night, no citizen of Tomsk shall know work and worry, only joy and music that flow through the city, and every citizen shall drink their fill. And that is nice. I'm building up arms factory. Not much else we can do. The Violet Duma. It is humanist society's most ardently held belief that the common citizen must be invested directly in politics. Oh. There goes with the war in the desert. The Republic's legislature must thus be unicameral. Its members must be elected proportionally from a college of candidates. Oh, so we only have one house now. Okay. From a college candidates sent on by the nation's communes, unions, and citizen groups. Referendums in direct democracy are the order of the day, with coalitions of members of a Duma lasting only as long as the people support their efforts through political constitutions. Democracy is set to distill the population's will. Okay. So the dissenters have no authority in the salons now. You have popularity, but that's about it. I didn't expect that it would change to a unicameral thing. But it did, and that's pretty cool, I gotta say. We can scavenge for more loot, and I think we will do that. We'll get working on improving other stuff soon. What are we gonna want to do, though? That's a question. know. Do we want to try a raid? Probably not. Across the Central Siberian Republic, radios crackled to life at once, beginning a special announcement from President Shostakovich. A wheezing cough echoed across the nation before he spoke. Shostakovich spoke quietly, a weary edge to his voice, but there was determination in it that few had known before. "My friends," he began. "My friends, today the drums of war beat in our land once more. Today our brave citizens march again to defend their democracy." He was silent for a moment. "It fills me, as I am sure it fills you, with sorrow and regret that we must march to battle, where brave men will surely lose their lives. Some have wondered, as I have, why we fight this war. To what end do we send our sons, our fathers, our brothers, our citizens to risk their lives? I will tell you what I have told myself. The separatists to the south, to the east, to each direction we may imagine, they do not seek to protect their citizens and workers. They exploit and desecrate their people, turning their very lives into naught but a commodity." The president now spoke with an uncharacteristic fire in his voice. "The anarchists and Leninists, overcome by their cynicism and hubris, have fallen into this very trap. Either they are unable to defend their workers, or they have become yet another oppressor. This fate must not, cannot, fall upon our republic. Thus I ask you, brave citizens, to fill your hearts with determination and resolve, determination to defend your homes and your democracy and your lives, and resolve to work for the best interests of peace in peacetime, and to do your best to quell the fires of insurrection with all haste in wartime. When the blood is done flowing, I swear to you that we shall all come together as brothers once more, but the time for this is not now. For now we must fill our hearts with that cold determination, that fiery resolve, or else all shall be lost. Give all for freedom." And we can get working on some other stuff. How are our troops coming along? We need more infantry equipment, more anti-tank, more artillery, and more support equipment. Okay. Let's work on building our government. The time for revelry is over. Now the first days of a new government begin. The humanists have inherited a system built on the foundation of the Decembrists. Though their intentions were noble, no state can remain provisional forever. The rights of our workers and citizens have eroded in the years since the foundation of the Republic, all in the name of an emergency. Although danger still looms over Tomsk, and the association has decided to put its faith in an idealistic constitution that guarantees basic liberties, as well as to enshrine basic needs as a constitutional right. Over the coming weeks, the transitional authority of the Decembrists will slowly begin to hand over the institutions of the state to the humanists. Shostakovich shall formally assume the presidency, and with him shall rest the chains of his office. The coming years shall decide if the humanist succeeds in the defense and expansion of the Republic's ideals, or fall. So, no pressure. What else do we want to do? Our worker discontention is pretty low. Let's increase production quotas. It's still low, so I'm not too worried about that. I believe that boosts our Central Siberian plan, right? It looks like it, yeah. That's some neat stuff. I like that. Nation of writers, poets, and scholars, the universities of Tomsk produce more manuscripts and manifestos than most people cared or count. Yet one piece published anonymously has begun to spread controversy far and wide across Siberia. The People's Apocalypse tells the story of a faceless scholar's journey through the fall of the Central Siberian Republic, progressively encountering those who the author identifies as the four horsemen of the apocalypse: Ivan Yavolenko, Yenrik Yagoda, Alexander Pokryshin, and Nikolai Andreev. Awaiting it in Orodia after falling ill, the scholar finds the people reduced to babbling madmen, clawing out their eyes and pulling apart their scalps from a pestilence brought to the land from Zavoloko, poisoning his people with an elixir named Faith, and weakening the body of the Republic. Chased away by the blind and corrupted, the scholars soon find themselves witnessing to the lands being set ablaze, the free thinkers abducted and persecuted by Yagoda, as blue-faced demons wage war against the people. Fleeing from the slaughter, they come across endless roads buried under living skeletons, famine consuming the land from Pakrishkin's terrible betrayal, before finally witnessing Andreev's betrayal at Krasnoyarsk, piercing the heart of a nameless soldier embodying the noble republic. Condemning the four men as well as bringing about the end of a promised people's realm, the story ends with the land destroyed, and all four people being consumed by madness under the weight of their own evil, turning to stone as hideous reminders of their deeds. Though it is left unanswered whether anyone will survive the end of days, to remember what has been lost. A haunting tale. Jeez. Well, let's hope that doesn't happen. Krasnoyarsk, huh? We have received an ultimatum from Krasnoyarsk. They are demanding we hand over a tribute of loot, or else they will raid us and take it away from us anyway. We are at an impasse to decide to... Do we decide to engage in the confrontation with Krasnoyarsk, possibly risking our men dying at the hands of our enemies, or do we instead stand down and cave into their demands, giving them the desired loot, allowing our men to fight another day? Let us see. We have one loot. No, we will not back down quite so easily, I tell you. Is Burgundy finally done it? Let's hope not. So far I think we got this. Yep. Recent reports have been sent in of an overwhelming victory against a recent party of raiding bandits. In brutal standoff, they were decimated by our valiant defense forces, and now their bodies lie scattered and mutilated by war. While survivors dashing for cover and retreating into misty fortresses, our soldiers chant songs of victory and heroism in the face of invading evil. The rush of bloody defeat will certainly teach them a lesson about attacking the lands of Tomsk for years to come. With some more guns, some more PP, and some stability. Which is very nice. Nice try, Krasnoyarsk. But, no luck. Anything else we want to do? War planning? Do political campaign. Or secure control. Probably invest in infrastructure later. So I'm correct. Yeah, our infrastructure so far is kind of garbage. It's decent in Tomsk, but that's really it. Build our government. Oh, we should be able to do it now. Invest in infrastructure. Am I gonna sneeze? Damn it, I did. Let's invest in heavy construction techniques. Get more construction speed going. And then... that manpower might be nice. For opportunity. For the past 2 decades, the economic hierarchy of Tomsk has not changed much. The collapse of the Union brought about an era of stability carried on by the presence of the gains made during Bukharin's Siberian plan. As such, many citizens of working-class origins have neither the same status as their predecessors, poor, with neither the background nor opportunity to achieve more. The humanist government has sworn from the very beginning of their salon's existence to end this stagnation and usher in a new era defined not by the stillness of life, but the pursuits of happiness. The state shall open schools, and the funding for education will increase several-fold. All the doors in the Republic must open for all those who live in it. The humanists shall go further than providing the mere opportunity to obtain comfort, but also the means. All within the city shall know happiness, and if not, the way to achieve it. So we'll get working on that. Eventually get some factories right here, which is going to be very nice. In fact, how's our construction going? We're almost done with the first series of factories, which is very nice. From here... U.S. has declared war on Guyana. On democracy. Democracy. True democracy is the ultimate goal and the ultimate end of a humanist program. The humanists seek a society where every facet of life is entrenched ultimately in the democratic process. The workplace should not be a place of oppression, but a place of inspiration, creativity, and cooperation. To this end, the institution of councils and cooperatives are paramount to the spreading of the humanist ideals. As society and work become more and more democratic, the taint of capital will become lesser and lesser upon our society. As the people become more educated, participate further in governance, learn to love each other once more, then the lofty ideals of socialism may come into practice. This is why the humanists support education for all of a fellow man, not simply those fortunate enough to be able to pay. This is why public works and good deeds are of paramount importance. Society will not change for the better if we enforce it upon the people, becoming little better than the tyrants of old. Utopia will only be achieved when every man, woman, and child strive together to achieve it. That is why we don't ally ourselves with the so-called Marxist-Leninist. While Marx surely provides a valuable insight into the deconstruction of capital and the bringing of utopia, the cynical devotion of that ideology's adherents, their disbelief in their fellow man, led to the ruins of democracy and the oppression of the proletariat they so love. It's a tragedy, and one that we must seek to prevent in our own republic. This too applies to the devotees of anarchism. While the humanist, his heart full of empathy and love for fellow man, may understand the longing of total freedom that drives men to anarchy, he must remember that ultimately such a state of being is only possible when all humanity wills it. Until then, the sad fact is that anarchy is too easily oppressed by outside forces, too easily corrupted by opportunists and evildoers. The humanist, therefore, must remember that his faith in fellow man must never be eclipsed by his pragmatism. For if it is, he has already lost. D.D. Shostakovich. Dream of a better world, my friends. Oh, we can get working on more stuff. Probably... Let's go for new industrial equipment. And let's see what else is going on. Let's check the district map real quick again. We got some nice social democratic pink, some blue modernist support, and then some December support over here. What else do we want to do? Well-or development. Anything here? Political... Nah, not political campaigns. Probably industrial investments. That's what we'll want to do. Well, what are the options here? For opportunity, let's get working on the individual and his capabilities. The Republic has made great strides in the arena of education. Although recently opened, the public schools are popular with the people, and many are already planning their way to higher levels of expertise. Yet there are many within and without the Humanist Advocation Association that have felt that Shostakovich and his cabinet have not gone far enough to reach fair educational benefits promised by their campaign. Their government shares their concerns and decided to take action in furthering the cause of culture and science. It's not enough for the individual to have the opportunity to achieve greater things in life. They, as human beings, deserve the means to do so as well. This need transcends all the other in life, whether it is for political power or for military might. It is not enough for the people to merely have the thought of poverty expunged from minds, but they must know plenty, and for this feeling to never leave them. Some more production efficiency gain and some war support, which sounds very nice right about now. And we'll do industrial investments soon enough. Soon our infrastructure will hopefully start improving. Of course, Novosibirsk has all the good infrastructure. All the places that left us actually have good infrastructure. Go for it. Even the fucking anarchists have better infrastructure, and they don't believe in taxes to build it. Those motherfuckers. Bunch of goddamn squares, if you ask me. Buryatia and their Tomsk are still going at it. Holy shit. Usually it's a pretty, you know... Sablin wins pretty most of the time that I've seen, but Tomsk usually has a pretty solid go at it. Though if he defeats the Yagoda, that's not the worst. I want to be opposed to that, honestly. Anyhow, Labor's Revolution. With Russia's descent into chaos following the collapse of the Union, the outside world has changed. Within our interests are the revolution in the matter of industry and progress. Ways to maintain productivity while giving the workers more free time to pursue their private interests. Among these are the science of management as well as mechanical autonomization. The same fields that brought about America and Japan's ascension to their places among the world powers of the world. From what we have heard of the broader world, these are also applicable to Tomsk and to Russia as a whole. The humanists shall implement these innovations into the city. Although with a different intent than most, the government shall aim to free more hours for the workers, using automation shifts to maintain the same level of productivity and pay. Perhaps given time, they would produce surpluses, not deficits. Maybe. I'm waiting on industrial investment. Either get civilian factories in the places or just off-map civilian or military factories. I'm not opposed to either, honestly. I don't know, for RP reasons, I kind of like just the internal, like the factories in your countries, not the external ones. But any bonus will help. Honestly. Is Tomsk gonna actually lose anytime soon? Or what's the deal? Let me check real quick. Do I have to have Tomsk in my government in order to unite up? Tomsk. Doesn't look like it, no. What about that, which I'm not even going to try to pronounce? No, I think I'm good. I just have to own all the breakaway states. And what, Kansk? Do I have to own that too? Yeah. Okay, so I have to deal with the Anarchist, and Novosibirsk, Kemerovo, Krasnoyarsk, and if I had to guess, probably Orbotia. Let's work on this side of a tree now, just so we can get our agriculture improving and some factories improving. For stability. For too long our government ignored the cry of the workers and citizens of the Republic, although Tomsk stood behind the Urals and thus safe from the bombings that had crippled the warlord states of Western Russia. Borders neighbors that looked forward into dismantling its ideals and claimed the riches of the Siberian plain for themselves. Thus, the early Republican government deemed it a necessary measure to limit the right of a people and bring together a united front to stand against enemies from all sides. While the humanists sympathize with this goal, they do not agree to its means. From this day onwards, the citizens of Tomsk will have their basic needs clarified as a constitutional right. The labor unions that had flourished in the days of the Central Siberian Republic shall again have a place in the vanguard and forefront march of progress. None shall know the destitution and poverty in the homes of idealists, scientists, and heroes. Get some nice stability going, and we can start scavenging for loot. which is always fun to do. How's our development coming along? Power tools, we're getting there. Agriculture, we're getting there. It's going to be a slow process, but we should hopefully get it done. Oh, they almost had a puppet. They were almost going to get an advantage from this war, but nope. Buryatia just doesn't know what they're fucking doing, man. Or Tomsk doesn't either. I don't want to just give them shit. But they're struggling. God damn, they are struggling. It's not even fair to them. Oh, Tomsk is pushing back. Is Buryatia gonna start pushing back? Oh, they got encircled right there. That's not good for them. It's probably not good for us, because, Yagada's a bit of a bastard, and he'll probably try to mess with us. Let's get civilian construction going. Max factory repair estate, factories in a state, infrastructure and civilian factory construction speed, which is really nice, and I could use that right about now. And then from there, the laborer and his labor. For 20s and 30s, throughout the height of a new economic plan, the Soviet Union lavished Central Siberia with funding and industry, became one of the most industrialized area in the Union. During the West Russian War, the aid and armaments and supplies in the Central Siberian Republic became legendary. With it, the Revolutionary Front pushed far further west, coming close to breaking the German yoke on Moscow before everything collapsed. The soldiers who fought and died for ideals of a single motherland became etched into the Russian psyche, but the workers are the unsung heroes of the conflict. For their steadfast support of the Republic as well as their role in ensuring the foundation of the state are secure, the humanists shall bring the unions back to the negotiating table. The President himself shall inquire and strike a deal with the workforce. Every worker in Tomsk shall be free to enjoy the fruits of their labor. So I'll give some a reduction in consumer goods factories and cut their discontent, which is always nice. And with that, we gotta cut it here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. As always, if you like this video, go ahead and leave a like. If not, feel free to dislike it. Want to see more of this content in the future, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for more uploads every weekday, as well as every Saturday. If you have any comments, feedback, concern, anything of the sort, go ahead and leave the comment section below. I read all the comments I get, and I appreciate any and all support you guys might have for me. If you want to send a few bucks my way, I'll just do that real quick. Actually, probably not in there. If you want to send a few bucks my way, I have a Patreon down below, which you can go ahead and donate to. I don't make money off these videos because I don't have AdSense yet, so this is the only way I can make money. So if you think I deserve a few bucks, I'd appreciate it if you'd send them my way. If not, fair enough, but I'd at least appreciate the thought. Also, I have a Discord down below if you want to check that out. We can chat, play games, just have a fun old time in general. And I have a Twitch account, which I stream kind of infrequently on. But, I'm gonna record some of my series on there, the more live ones that have been, more of a staple as of late on the channel. So if you want to be part of that, go and check it out. Well, that's about it for now, folks. My name has been DB333, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.